Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. This is the third part of our playlist, and you can see this section that I've already uploaded the second part. So this is going to be the third part, and we are going to definitely follow the third step, which we are actually discussing for our DevOps, AWS Serverless, ECSFargate, Cicd CodeBuild, CodeCommit, and CodeDeploy. So in the previous video, I've already set up the Terraform AWS VPC, and along with that, our AWS application load balancer is also running. So this part, that particular part is done, and now I'm going to set up the AWS code pipeline, and in that particular code pipeline, we are going to follow the third part, which is setting up our code commit repository for our CI/CD pipeline. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply navigate to AWS code pipeline, or simply you open this in AWS console, navigate to code pipeline. So in this, we are going to set up, this is our application load balancer security groups. Let me show you the security groups we have set up in our previous video, which are relevant to the application load balancer. You see, this is application load balancer, and the ports I have opened for application load balancer are 8443. Okay, I need one more particular port, and that should be open. And let me navigate to the code as well. I will update that as well for you guys to make sure that you should be able to, you don't have to do manually and stuff. So definitely I will open the port 880 as well. So later on, I'm going to show you why I've opened it. And for that, I'm going to simply navigate to my code, navigate to VPC, and simply I'm going to update my code. Okay. And I'm going to make changes just here. Okay. $80, that's it. And I'm going to simply give a commit for this. Just make sure that you see, let me just make sure that, yeah, okay, it is updated in the reference, but we don't want this update here, and I'm going to remove it, and we are using the first ALB security group, and this need to be modified. So I'm going to make changes here. Okay, and also I will make changes in my code as well. So okay, this is the reference group, so currently I'm not going to use that. So okay, let's commit. Okay, make sure everything is right, and I'm going to show you the live changes as well. Okay, ALB security group. So what I'm going to do is to simply open the shell, and I'm going to cd into our code which we are working on. Okay, let's zoom in a bit and navigate to desktop, AWS code Commit master AWS pipeline. In that, navigate to VPC, press tab, and go to the dev, press ls, and update here as well. And the update I need here is that I'm going to simply update this part, and it will be done in few seconds inshallah. And simply do this. Okay, Terraform apply. Okay, it will update regarding the change of the port. It should open the port 880 instead of I'm doing it manually. Uh, I'm going to apply the changes through the Terraform. Let's wait a second. So I just want to make sure that everything you worked on should be 100% okay, and uh, you should be avoiding the menu stuff. Along with that, I'm providing you the slides as well. So make sure that your concept regarding the AWS CI/CD or any CI/CD, it actually work like this. If you watch my videos with regard to the Jenkins Kubernetes CI/CD, so the concept with regard to the CI/CD is same. In Jenkins, I have set up the declarative pipeline. So if you haven't watched that, you can watch that as well. And code with regard to that, I have also provided in my YouTube videos, which is available on my GitHub repositories. So it is almost going to update. Okay. Okay, might be have done mistake here. Okay. So okay, let me just update. Yeah, I forget to enter the comma here, and simply dash dash auto dash approve command. So it will not prompt for the any yes from our side. Okay, let it run. I just wanna show you guys that this is pretty much, you know, something you can do yours from your side as well, because this sort of stuff and this sort of automation is definitely going to help you in a way that you should be able to make changes. And if you want to, modify the code, you should have a better idea that yes, you can do it yourself as well, because your concepts are going to be clear with the Terraform as well, because I've already made a lot of videos on Terraform and provided you guys the code, so you can even deploy the complete architecture with regard to the Terraform as well. So if you definitely have a hint, or if you watch my videos till end, then you will be able to set up everything. Even you can automate this CI/CD stuff as well. And definitely I will later, or in my future videos, I will automate the whole infrastructure as well, where again you can deploy from scratch the complete infrastructure. Let's say your infrastructure is looking for the highly available infrastructure in one region and looking to deploy the complete infrastructure in the another region in case of any failure. So everything is going to be automated, and you can retrieve the stuff AMIs from backup, and also you should be able to automate the CI/CD process as well. You can use the Terraform for that as well. So our port is updated hopefully. So if I navigate to this security group, and let me try to simply refresh from the browser, let's see. You see, this is what I'm looking for: port 80, 880 and 443 on the application load balancer. So this stuff is updated. Now we are going to focus on our main part of the video. Simply I'm going to create uh, sorry, I'm going to create a code commit repository. So we were in actually a code pipeline. So we are going to simply navigate to code commit. Now I'm going to click on getting started with code commit, which is just like a repository, just like GitHub or GitLab. Simply create a repository, and I'm going to call this. I'm going to give this repository a name, Git. Let's say, sorry, I'm going to call this Cloud Geeks .ca. Let's see if it accepts the name as well or not. Okay, that's fun. That's done. So you can read the instruction, but simply what it says, I'm going to show you that what it is saying. So instead of reading, my job is to show you guys that how you can set up simply the repository. So I'm going to simply navigate to the repository section. So what I'm going to do, simply navigate to the IAM section. Okay, you can do the same stuff for this, and I will navigate to IAM, click on that, and for the particular user which is going to be the part of this repository or have what sort of access I'm going to give this user. I will definitely give this user full access to the repository, because definitely I'm going to be the admin. So what I'm going to do is to simply navigate to the user section, click on my user, cloud user, navigate to the security credential, and what I'm going to do, upload SSH key, SSH public key. So I have to upload my public SSH key. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply press CD here. Now I'm in the pwd, which is my home directory. Let me show you that. C user Muhammad Asim. Okay, so here I'm going to navigate to SSH, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to get the contents of my pub directory. Okay, so this is my public. Definitely I'm going to not going to show you the private key, and how you can set up the key. Definitely I'm going to show you guys in this video as well how simple it is to set up key with the Git as well. So if you're on the Windows or your Linux, you can set up the key as well. So that part is uploaded. So what I'm going to do is to copy this stuff, and okay, and navigate to this section. Okay, now what I'm gonna show you that if you go to the getting started, okay, I wanna show you uh, some theory part as well. Let me just pause the video and show you. So guys, if you have let's say a repository here, let's say I have a repository here. I'm going to click on that and navigate to the SSH section, and I'm going to click on the Linux section. Okay, so we are actually now concentrating on this part. So what it says that simply create a config file in your home directory. So I'm going to simply bin this file and make a config file. Okay, I'm going to make a config file here. So what I'm going to do is to simply copy these content, and I am going to paste it here. So what it is saying that simply the SSH user is going to be this one. The key I'm going to give this. Let me show you. This is the SSH key ID. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to copy this key, and I'm going to paste that here. Let me simply copy this stuff. You can use Control C for this. Simply paste it here, and I'm going to provide the key in my home directory. Let me show you. Let me save it, and let me show you. This is the key that I'm going to use. I'm going to simply copy this copy and paste it here. Press I and paste it here. So this is the key I'm going to use. Okay, now I'm going to press CD. I will automatically will be in my home directory and navigate to desktop. And now I'm going to use this command, git clone. Simply navigate to repositories. You will see in front of your repository, this is SSH, copied it, and I'm going to use the git clone, and this is the one which I will be downloading. Okay, so you see it will tell you that you are appeared to clone an empty repository. Let me navigate to my desktop, and this is my repository. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply navigate to my code and navigate to this section, and this is my app. I'm going to click it, copy it, paste it here. Okay, I'm going to extract it here. So what I'm going to do, simply do cut and paste. You can do via the command line as well. You can use that, but I want to show you some real fast stuff so you can do easily. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to navigate to this directory, this one. Okay, navigate to Cloud Geeks, which we have created, Cloud Geeks CA. If I do git status, you see all in red. I'm going to use this command, git add. Let's see the status now. Git, don't care for this git ignore file, leave it. And I'm going to commit git commit -m, and I'm going to commit for this DevOps Serverless. Although it's a huge name, you don't need to give this by Cloud Geeks. .ca. Okay, so I'm going to now say good push. So everything is going to be pushed into the repository which we have created, and the repository we have created is the Cloud Geeks CA, which we are going to use for our AWS CI/CD pipeline. So simply refresh it or navigate to this particular repository. You will see the file which we are going to use for our automated deployment or the CI/CD. You see, these are the files. Okay, as far as this video is concerned, we have finished our part of, let me show you the steps. Steps, while our important steps are already there. So we have completed the third part in which we have created the AWS code commit. So this part is done. I will definitely create the fourth part, and in that particular part we are going to create the ECR, which is the Elastic Container Registry. So if you please able to understand this video, if you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day.